5 disturbing things narcissists do when you're not there. There are disturbing things that narcissists will do when you're not there. There are disturbing things they do when they think you can't see them. But I am going to identify 5 of these things in this video to help you to identify them. One, search your room. Narcissists will search your room. They will go through your stuff. They will go through your phone because they don't respect your boundaries. And they're very paranoid. They always think you're up to something because they know that they're being dishonest. So they assume that you must be hiding something as well. Two, hoovering their exes. Narcissists will hoover their exes for supply, to get attention, to feed their ego, to make themselves feel important. Because they're very insecure, so they will go on social media to see what their exes are doing. And then they will send them messages, and they may even meet them in person without your awareness. When they do this, they will be talking about you. They will be playing the victim to get supply and to get their exes to step into the role of the rescuer. If you receive any messages or phone calls from their exes, that is a good sign that they are doing this. 3, they're watching you. They're stalking you on social media. They've put a tracking device on your car. They've put spyware on your phone or computer. Or they've installed hidden cameras in your home. Because they have a very obsessive nature, they can't help themselves. They always feel like they're missing out on something. And when you're not there, they know they're up to no good. So they get paranoid. And they assume that you must be doing something as well. Four, smear campaign. They're talking about you to other people behind your back. They're playing the victim to get people on their side, or they may act like they're concerned about you, and then they turn these people against you. They isolate you, which leaves the narcissist as your only source of influence. It gives them total control over your life. Five, addictions. When you're not there, the narcissist will be indulging in one of their many addictions. Whether it's food, shopping, sex, alcohol, drugs, gambling, video games, or pornography. They will be indulging in something that is potentially harmful. And it will usually be in an excessive amount. Because that is how narcissists regulate themselves. It makes them feel alive. But they don't want you to think that they have a problem. They don't want you to confront them. So they hide it from you. They do it when you're not there. When you're not there, the narcissist will be up to no good. They will be doing something disturbing. They will be doing something that is unfavorable for you. And they will do it when you're not there, because they don't want you to know about it. They're intentionally trying to hide it from you. But I wanted to share these 5 things to make you aware of it, so that you are able to protect yourself from any unwanted consequences. Thank you for watching. I hope this video resonated with you. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. If you would like to donate, my PayPal link is in the video description. Coaching inquiries, you can email me at coaching@narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. How narcissists keep you from moving on. They give you false hope. They make you believe and give you confident feelings about something that is not true. They tell you lies. They give you empty promises to leave you in an unsettled state without resolution, to keep you hanging on with the thought of something better, with the thought of achieving your desired outcome or result. Because if they can get you to continue in this dangerous and difficult situation, and you're able to stay patient, you're able to accept and tolerate delays, problems and suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious, because you believe you're going to get a return on your investment. You believe it's going to benefit you in the end. then you're more likely to stop worrying and thinking about and endure all of the disruption that they're causing. They future fake. They lie and promise something about your possible future in order to get what they want in the present, because it makes you drop your guard and relax. It makes you think that although things may be bad now, it's going to get better at some point in time. You will be rewarded for everything that you're going through. But the problem is that it's always in the future. You never actually receive the things that they were promising, the things that you were expecting to receive. But it works, it's effective, because you get caught up in the future. You use it to justify everything that the narcissist is doing, because they said that things are going to get better. And they even showed you glimpses of the future. They made it look like they were taking steps to make it a reality, until you started to believe it. But it was one step forward and two steps back. They always pulled back. They showed you a glimpse of the future, but then they went backwards. Sometimes they were on their best behavior. Sometimes they showed you there was a chance that things could change. But then there were other times where destructive and confused activity would begin. They dangled a carrot in front of you. They offered a positive consequence or incentive to you in exchange for you taking an action that you were not internally motivated to take. And you got so invested and wanted to make it happen because you put a lot of your time and energy into it. So you wanted a return on your investment. You didn't want it to stop. But it was future faking. It was only intended to mislead you. It was based on false hope and false beliefs, because you were never going to get what you had hoped for and believed in. But they tricked you. They got you to believe that it could be a reality. But they were never going to take the steps to make it happen. You pressured them into continuing with their actions, and they acted as though they would continue the task to its conclusion. If you would just be patient, if you would just give them more time. They stalled and delayed the event so that they could gain more time while you invested more and more of yourself, until you eventually accepted less than what you hoped for, because in the end you never got what you wanted. You settled for less than what they initially promised. They got the full capacity of your efforts and results, but they only gave you a fraction of what they promised, or they gave you nothing at all. Because it was all fake. They lied to you. At some point you get fed up. You come to the decision that you need to get something back in return for your efforts and results. Because you waited. You did everything they wanted you to do. So you're fed up of waiting for them to provide what they promised and what you expected. And this is when the narcissist will ghost you. This is when they will end all communication and contact with you, without any apparent warning or justification. And they will ignore your attempts to reach out or communicate with them. They will ignore your texts, emails, and phone calls. They will avoid you in public. Because you let the situation complete its development without interference. It's done all it needed to do. They've done all of the faking and lying. They've made the event appear to happen. They gave you broken promises. They concealed their defects and made themselves appear more attractive, interesting, and valuable in order to deceive you. And they know they can't extract anything more out of that situation, so they ghost you. You've been tricked. You've been cheated. They got you to believe in a false promise. A promise that was made with no intention of carrying it out. They just used it to induce the desired behavior. And it's very powerful. It's very effective. When someone keeps telling you that things are going to change, when they keep telling you that things are going to get better, but you never see any consistent progress, and it keeps going back to the start, they're future faking. They have no intention of making it happen. It's just something they're using to make you do more than necessary, to make you put out more, and to bind you to a certain course. Because you're holding out for their false promises. You're trusting them without understanding or using your judgment. So you give your all. You do and give as much as you can. You give your best effort.